tylko jedno w głowie mam.
Hi, how you doing? I know you probably didn't expect me to, to be here in front of all of you like this, but I wanted to talk a little bit about, what was happening and what's going on, why sometimes I disappear for a while, and, you know, what are the plans as well for the future. Things may change, by the way. Like, this is not a 100%. Um, as most of you have known, or the people who know me or have had interactions with me, I have plans that usually don't go as planned, per se. But yeah. So what's going on? Well, I've been kind of busy. You can right now see one of the reasons why I'm busy right now, right? But after spending so much fucking time, not only making this model a thing inside Blender, the textures and everything, also making it work in Unity, which it is almost fully finished in Unity, but still has some stuff that needs to be fixed. Other than that, I've been busy with some other stuff. Like for example, I quit my previous job that I loved. It became too much and started affecting my physical and my mental health in a really, really negative way. So even if I really, really, really liked my job, I actually loved it. The people there, my bosses and coworkers, became not only friends but part of my family. Actually, I couldn't stay there. The amount of stress that I endured working at the burger shop was way too much for me, and I had to quit my job for my own health. Now I work at a place that barely pays, my bills. But at least it's barely. I still do all of this other stuff like art, try to stream, try to video edit, try to do all of this type of stuff as well. And of course, the 3D rendering that I do for Patreon exclusively. So all of this type of stuff, they have been taking most of my time, right? And this job that I have is mainly just so I can have a reliable income that I can trust, that will give me the bare minimum that I need a month. I still want to do more stuff, so that's why I got this job. This has also given me a lot more time to work on my personal projects. Like, for example, this right here. This is one of my personal projects that I wanted to do for a while, and that was not just that, but also working on commissions, which I've been really proud of recently. Also, side note, is it just me, or does every social media has been obscuring most of the people I know now? Going back to the main topic though, my decision to start learning Blender and starting to combine 2D and 3D art for my art has been one of the best decisions that I've made. It's not just because, it has, made my art a lot better, but it has made it so much more fun. Like, it actually has been fun making art now. I decided to learn Blender. I basically pose and also like do everything else, also do the shading there, to use as some reference for me to then work on it on 2D art. And then of course on 2D art I take all of the liberties that I can to break the monotony of a 3D model. Some people may ask, why not just fucking do it in 3D and become a 3D artist? Because I am not that into 3D art. I use it as a tool. It's not going to replace the love that I have for actually drawing stuff and look at it in 2D, right? It's just not going to change that. I also got hired by Mr. Bubbles. That's one of the big achievements that I got, actually. I got hired by Mr. Bubbles to be their thumbnail artist, and my first work has already been out there. It's actually right here. You can go and see the video. That thumbnail was made by me. The video is really funny though, so go watch it and go sub to Bubbles so I can, still have a job. Like I said, I've also been working a lot on Blender, not just learning it, but also working on model modifications for personal use and for my friends too, while learning, new tricks to speed up the Blender process as well. This has been a lot of fun, but also stressful in some way, like, for example, weight painting. It's okay though, it literally cannot get worse than Unity. Right? I may or may not be working on some accessories as well for avatars to sell. I've already done some for the Mamagen that I made. For example, it's this right here. I made it myself. I made it from scratch, and it's a really simple model that you could add to your models if you prefer to do so. But there's also some other stuff that I'm planning on doing because I want to create stuff for not only this avatar but also for the Yin and other avatars that I've modified for my friends. I want to make them as well for people to be able to get them themselves, and if they want to support me as well. which is really appreciated. Now, why do I randomly disappear from time to time? So, well, there's two main reasons for that. Number one, I have ADHD, and I can't really control where my brain wants to go next, right? One week I may be addicted to art, the next time I'm addicted to Blender, then I'm addicted to fucking Dead by Daylight. There's no real way to knowing where, like, what am I gonna be addicted or like have a hyper focus. But I do try to keep a small amount of consistency, but you know, ADHD. For streaming specifically, I've been off stream for a while because I have a really small social battery. This means that I can only be social / entertaining for so long before needing to recharge. The burger place that I worked at drained my battery so much I didn't even talk to my friends. I would only talk to my partner Sigi, and that's about it. But with my current job, it still takes some battery life out of me, but it's not nearly as much as it used to. I'm gonna try to keep streaming a little bit more, but the other reasons why I don't stream as much is because I have a limited amount of time. Sadly, the day is limited, and even though I do sometimes just not sleep for multiple days, that's not healthy, and I'm trying to remove that completely from my system. And my current focus has been on art and commissions, and also 3D. Most of the stuff that I do cannot be shown on Twitch, so I end up doing them off stream. I'm trying to convince myself into streaming all of that stuff on Picaro as well. So, you know, all of you can still have the content, and if you want to support me live, you can do so. But Twitch is still my main platform. And finally, I think it's pretty obvious now, but I'm mainly an artist, and I stream as a hobby now. I have a day job, and I have commissions at Patreon that I need to work on before I can focus on streaming. I want to keep doing it, like I want to keep streaming, and also I want to, you know, keep editing videos, but it can take so much time that it's almost not worth it for me anymore. So, like for example, right, me going to stream 6 hours a day to not make enough money, or editing, you know, another 7 hours for it to not give me any money back, it's almost not worth it, especially in the situations that I'm in. So I'm keeping them as a hobby. I'm keeping them as in the back for quite a while now, and I hope you all understand, because it's not like, you know, I'm happy that this is happening, but it's something that has to happen. Now, what are the plans for the future? Well, first of all, my main focus, like I said, is going to be art. That's what has been bringing me the most amount of joy and income for me, so I'll focus on that before anything else. Then I'm going to be a content creator as a hobby. I'll try to stream whenever I can, but do not expect a schedule, please. It's going to be really hard for me to keep a schedule for streaming, but I will try to, you know, keep a consistent time at the bare minimum. And finally, I want to keep getting better at what I'm already doing and learn a lot more. I want to go to Denmark and Norway, get the fuck out of this shitty country called Mexico, and that will take a lot of time, money, and effort. So gotta keep going. And that's about it. Thank you everyone for the support and for listening to this raccoon talk to camera. But especially thanks to my partner Sigi, and also to my close friends for being there and pushing me through all of these tough moments that I've been through for quite a while now. I'll see you all hopefully very, very soon. And remember, someone's trash is another's treasures. Goodbye! Bye bye!